Have you ever caught a strange smell on your clothes, your pillow, or even on your own skin and thought, what is that? It's not your detergent, it's not your hygiene, and it's not your imagination. If you're over 60, this change in body scent is something millions experience, but almost no one talks about it. And here's the shocking part. It's not just a smell, it's a sign. Doctors and scientists call it non-inhal, but to most people it simply becomes known as old person smell. Sounds harsh, doesn't it? But this smell isn't about being dirty. It isn't about skipping showers or forgetting deodorant. In fact, some of the cleanest people in the world still struggle with it after a certain age. And if you've noticed it lately, on yourself or someone close to you, you're not alone. Let's pause for a second. Have you ever noticed a slight mustiness when you walk into a room that an older person just left? Or maybe it's your shirt that seems to hold on to an odd, greasy scent even after being washed. You might brush it off, assume it's laundry, age, or something harmless. But here's the truth you deserve to know. That scent is your body trying to tell you something. A quiet signal that your internal systems, your skin, your liver, your metabolism are changing. And while it may start as a scent you only pick up every now and then, if ignored, it can get stronger, more persistent. It clings to fabrics. It lingers on skin. And worst of all, it can impact how you feel about yourself, how confident you are, how close you let people get. I've heard from many older adults who started withdrawing from social situations just because they were afraid someone might notice. But here's the good news. Yes, there's good news. You don't have to accept this smell as inevitable. In fact, with just a few simple changes to your daily routine, you can reduce it dramatically or even eliminate it altogether. See, after 60, your body naturally begins to produce more fatty acids while losing antioxidants. These fatty acids mix with oxygen and bacteria on your skin, creating that distinct scent we talked about. And while this happens quietly inside your body, the effects are anything but subtle. But here's where it gets really interesting. That smell, it's not just about skin, it's tied to your overall health. The smell means your body is having trouble breaking down certain compounds. It's a sign that detox pathways, your liver, your kidneys, even your skin, are working harder than they used to. And when those pathways get clogged or slowed down, the backup shows up in the form of scent. Not just body odor, but a deeper lingering musk that sticks to clothes, bedding, even furniture. And no amount of perfume will fix it. Now, before we go further, can I ask you something personal? Have you noticed this scent on yourself or someone close to you? If so, I'd love for you to share your experience in the comments. You're not alone. And when we talk about these things openly, honestly, we help others realize they're not alone either. Now let's get to the part you're probably wondering about. What can you do? There are 5 simple, natural, and science-backed things you can start doing today to fight this smell from the inside out. Some involve what you eat, some involve what you wear, and others are about how you care for your skin. And here's a little teaser. If you stick with me to the end of this video, I'll reveal one simple drink you can make each morning that helps flush out the compounds responsible for that scent. It's a method so simple, so natural, and yet so overlooked, most people have never even heard of it. But when added to your daily routine, it could change everything. Because this isn't just about smelling fresh. It's about feeling confident again. It's about stepping into a room and knowing you're in control of your body, inside and out. It's about aging with grace and dignity, and not letting a silent sign of aging hold you back. So don't go anywhere. In just a moment, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do, starting with the kind of soap you should never use again after 60, and the one switch that can change the way your skin smells in just a few days. But first, have you ever caught a whiff of that scent on your pillow, your shirt, or your partner? Tell me in the comments. Let's break the silence around this. Let's take back our confidence, and let's do it together. Stay with me. You're about to learn the 5 things that can help you feel and smell like yourself again. Let's start with something simple, but powerful, the soap you're using. For over a decade, Helen used the same lavender-scented soap. She liked the familiarity, the fragrance, and the way it reminded her of her younger days. But lately, something had changed. Every morning when she fluffed her pillow or reached for her robe, she noticed a faint, stale odor. She thought she was imagining it at first, but then her daughter mentioned it during a visit. "Mom, is that musty smell coming from your sheets?" Helen was mortified. She showered daily. She kept her home clean, but no matter how much she scrubbed, the smell lingered. That's when she learned what many people don't know. The soap she'd been using for years was actually making things worse. After 60, your skin changes. It starts producing more fatty acids and fewer antioxidants. When those fatty acids mix with oxygen and bacteria, they produce nonenal, the compound responsible for that greasy, slightly sour scent often associated with older age. And here's the catch. Regular soap doesn't eliminate it. In fact, many conventional soaps strip away the natural oils your skin needs, leaving it vulnerable to bacteria and further oxidation. So what should Helen have used instead? A pH-balanced body wash. Unlike harsh soaps that throw off your skin's natural balance, pH-balanced formulas are designed to work with your skin. They help maintain your skin's protective barrier while gently neutralizing the compounds that cause odor. And when those formulas include natural ingredients like green tea, charcoal, or citrus extracts, you're not just masking the scent, you're fighting it at the source. Green tea is a natural antioxidant. It helps break down toxins and reduce inflammation on your skin. Charcoal works like a magnet, drawing out impurities and excess oils. Citrus extracts not only refresh your senses, but actively break down the compounds behind that musty smell. Here's what Helen started doing differently. She swapped out her regular soap for a green tea and charcoal body wash. But more importantly, she changed how she showered. Instead of quickly lathering up and rinsing off, she let the soap sit on her skin for at least a full minute. That gave the ingredients time to work. And she also switched from hot water to warm, not cold, not scorching, just enough to cleanse without stripping her skin's healthy oils. Within a week, Helen noticed the difference. Her pillow didn't smell stale, her towels stayed fresher longer, and she started feeling more confident because the scent wasn't there to remind her of her age every morning. Now let's talk about what's happening inside your body. Because no matter how carefully you wash your skin, what you put into your body matters just as much, if not more, than what you put on it. Take Gerald, for example. He's 74, retired, and has always been a meat and potatoes kind of guy. Burgers, sausages, fried chicken. If it was crispy or greasy, it was on his plate. But lately, Gerald's wife had been noticing something different, not just in how he smelled, but in how sluggish he felt. He was sleeping more, moving slower, and yes, the scent on his clothes stuck around even after washing. One day, his wife gently pulled him aside. "Honey," she said, "I think it's time we cleaned up more than just the kitchen." Turns out she was right. Your diet plays a huge role in how you smell. Foods high in fat, especially processed meats, fried foods, and red meat, increase oxidative stress inside your body. That means your liver and kidneys have to work harder to break down toxins. And when they can't keep up, those toxins start to escape right through your skin. Red meat, for example, takes longer to digest and releases sulfur compounds and ammonia, substances that don't exactly leave a fresh scent behind. Fried foods do the same, clogging your system with fats that turn rancid when they oxidize. So what did Gerald do? He didn't cut out everything overnight. Instead, he began replacing some of his usual meals with fresh whole foods. He added more leafy greens like kale, spinach, and parsley, rich in chlorophyll, which acts as a natural deodorizer for the body. He swapped out his afternoon soda for warm lemon water, and he started snacking on blueberries and almonds instead of cookies and chips. Within 2 weeks, he felt lighter, more energetic, and even his wife noticed that his clothes smelled fresher, even when he skipped cologne. It's amazing what small dietary shifts can do. Leafy greens help flush toxins before they reach your skin. Citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruits support your liver, so it can process waste more efficiently. And antioxidant-rich foods like berries, green tea, and nuts slow down the internal oxidation that causes odor in the first place. Now let's move to where that odor likes to hide the most, your fabrics. Linda lives alone in a quiet home on the edge of town. Her days are simple. She waters her plants, watches her shows, and reads in bed at night. But no matter how often she bathed, her sheets carried a smell she couldn't shake. "I thought it was my mattress," she told me. "But even my fresh clothes started to carry it too." Here's what she didn't know. Non-null doesn't just stick to your skin. It clings to fabrics, especially those made from synthetic materials. Polyester, nylon, and other blends trap odor deep in the fibers. And once it's there, regular detergent won't always get it out. So Linda made a few simple changes. First, she switched her sheets and clothes from synthetic to natural fabrics. Cotton and linen breathe better and don't hold on to odor the same way. Second, she started washing her bed sheets twice a week instead of once. And most importantly, she added half a cup of white vinegar to her laundry. Not scented detergent, not fabric softener, just vinegar. Why vinegar? Because it actually breaks down odor molecules instead of just masking them. It's a natural deodorizer that works especially well against non-enol. Within days, Linda noticed her pillow smelled clean again. Her clothes felt lighter. And even her neighbor complimented her on smelling like fresh laundry during their weekly walk. So here's what we've learned so far. Use a pH-balanced body wash with natural ingredients. Let it sit on your skin. Avoid hot water. Eat foods that cleanse your body from within. Greens, citrus, antioxidants, and cut back on processed and fried items. Wash sheets and clothing more frequently. Switch to breathable fabrics, and use vinegar in your laundry to neutralize deep odors. 3 simple changes, 3 big improvements, and we're only just getting started. In the next section, I'll show you the 2 most overlooked habits that help eliminate this scent for good. One starts with how much water you drink, and the other might change how you think about deodorant forever. Ready to keep going? Let's take this all the way home. Donald was 75 when he started noticing something strange. Not just the smell on his clothes, but the way he felt. Sluggish, bloated, a little foggy. His wife had passed a few years back, and he lived alone. Meals were simple. Sleep came in fragments. But more than anything, it was the way he seemed to carry a scent that wouldn't leave, no matter how often he showered. He changed soaps. He washed his clothes more often. He even bought a fancy new laundry detergent with Ocean Breeze written on the label. Nothing worked. Then during a routine checkup, his doctor asked him something that changed everything. "How much water are you drinking, Donald?" The truth? Hardly any. Water, as simple as it sounds, is one of the most overlooked ways to manage body odor, especially after 60. As we age, our metabolism slows. Our liver and kidneys don't work quite as quickly. And when we're not drinking enough water, toxins that should leave the body quietly through urine or sweat begin to build up. And when those toxins build up, they don't stay inside. They find a way out through the skin. That's where the smell begins. So Donald made one small promise to himself: 8 full glasses of water a day. But not just plain water. Each morning before breakfast, he squeezed half a lemon into a warm glass of water. He heard it was good for the liver. What he didn't expect was how quickly he'd feel different. Within a week, he was sleeping better. He stopped waking up sweaty in the middle of the night. His skin didn't feel as greasy. And after 2 weeks, he swore he smelled nothing. That stale, musty scent that used to cling to his pillow, gone. Lemon water works because it helps the liver break down waste. And a clean liver means fewer toxins leaking out through your skin. Add in a cup of green tea in the afternoon, rich in antioxidants, and you're giving your body a daily tune-up. Not only does it help you feel lighter and more energized, but it directly reduces the internal oxidation that causes body odor in the first place. But Donald didn't stop there. After a little research, he learned something even more surprising. Dead skin cells were holding on to the smell. See, your skin sheds cells every day, but if you're not exfoliating, especially as you get older, those dead cells stick around. They trap sweat, bacteria, and oils and become the perfect place for odor to develop. And here's the part no one tells you. Soap can't clean what's underneath a layer of dead skin. So Donald bought a soft, dry brush and started exfoliating twice a week before his shower. Just a few gentle strokes from shoulders to feet. No scrubbing, no harsh pressure, just enough to remove buildup and let his skin breathe again. The results? His skin felt smoother, his showers felt more refreshing, and most importantly, he felt clean, truly clean. That brings us to the final piece of this puzzle, deodorant. Now let's get honest for a second. Most deodorants out there promise 24-hour protection. Some even claim 48. But if you're still dealing with that lingering scent by noon, ask yourself, are they really doing the job? The problem is traditional deodorants are designed to block sweat, not odor, and worse, they're filled with artificial fragrances, aluminum, and parabens. These ingredients don't just fail to eliminate nonylol. They can actually trap it inside your pores, making the smell harder to get rid of. What your body needs is support, not suppression. Natural deodorants, made with ingredients like vitamin C, witch hazel, or eucalyptus, work differently. They don't just cover up the scent, they help neutralize it. Vitamin C breaks down fatty acids on your skin, stopping the source of non-enal before it becomes a smell. Eucalyptus kills bacteria, and witch hazel helps tighten pores, reducing oil buildup. Together, they create a fresher, healthier environment for your skin without the chemicals that make things worse. But here's a tip most people miss. Apply deodorant when your skin is still slightly damp after your shower. That's when your pores are open and absorption is at its best. Just a small amount is enough. With natural products, less is more. And if you're heading out on a hot day or doing something active, it's okay to reapply later. Your body's working hard for you. Support it. Let's pull this all together now. You've learned that strange scent after 60 isn't just a hygiene issue. It's a message from your body. It means your system is changing, asking for support. And the good news, you now have 5 simple, powerful ways to give it exactly what it needs. Use a pH-balanced soap. Eat fresh, detoxifying foods. Wash your sheets and clothes more often, and with intention. Drink water, exfoliate, and switch to a deodorant that helps you, not hides you. These changes don't require fancy products or expensive treatments. They don't need to be done perfectly, just consistently. Because the truth is, getting older isn't about giving up control. It's about learning how to stay in sync with your body as it evolves. You deserve to feel fresh, to feel confident, and to walk into any room without second-guessing yourself. And hey, if this video helped you, would you mind clicking like and subscribing? It tells us we're making content that matters. And if you've dealt with this scent yourself or helped a parent through it, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. You never know who might find comfort in your words. Next time, we're diving into something a lot of people overlook: how scalp health changes after 60, and what to do if your hair starts to smell differently, even after washing. You won't want to miss that one. Until then, take care of yourself. You've got this.